All new tonight at 6, a local borough employee facing criminal charges, but tonight is still on the job.
Channel 11's Liz Kilmer has exclusively covered issues within the Homestead Borough for months and has the latest on accusations now coming from the state attorney general's office.
People that take advantage of the system, it's wrong.
And yeah, that's what a Homestead Borough employee is accused of, facing a new round of charges. Earlier this year, Channel 11 exclusively told you that the borough's code enforcer, Shantae Parms, found herself on the other side of the law for alleged unemployment fraud. Now, the state attorney general's office has filed additional charges against her, along with her husband and her sister, claiming together they collected upwards of $57,000 in pandemic unemployment assistance while also earning paychecks. According to investigators, claims were also filed for the Parms' 2 teenage sons, and in at least one case, the complaint says it happened from a Homestead Borough computer. Parms had been moved to an administrative role after the initial charges. Sources tell us she is still employed. We tried to speak with her today, but an employee told us she wasn't in.
She's not in today. Is there someone who could give a comment about the fact that she's still employed despite a very ongoing Attorney General investigation?
That employee reportedly went to the borough manager, who wouldn't come to speak with us. We then went to Parms' listed home address, but no one answered. Via email, the borough solicitor told us, quote, "No comment at this time, but we are aware of and are reviewing the complaint against Miss Parms."
Upsets me. You know, I'm a business owner here, and you know, as a new business this year with COVID, we didn't get any help because it was too new. So we struggle.
Michael Lisevich is talking about his venue, the Forge Urban Winery. He also runs a nonprofit helping veterans, which also took a financial hit, he says, during the pandemic. If Parms is convicted of abusing the system during that tough time, he hopes there is accountability.
You're supposed to lead by example, especially in government. So,
Liz Kilmer, Channel 11 News.